Yo, YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Jay back here with another vid. Hope you all doing well, blessed, on your purpose, getting to the bag. Getting to the bag, work. That's what we're talking about in this video. In my opinion, that's the greatest pleasure that you're going to experience as a man on this earth. Don't take my word for it. The Most High God, when he first created man, he put us in the garden and immediately gave us work to do. He immediately said, hey, all these different animals and plants, Adam, I'm gonna need you to go name those for me real quick. Let me look at y'all. I'm gonna need you to go name those for you real quick. And that was the work that Adam was doing. And then he started to receive the pleasures of a woman. Because a lot of times, I made this mistake, right? To where we think that love or that attachment to a different person, a woman, building a family, all these things, we can confuse that in the hierarchy of us achieving our purpose, and ultimately that purpose is what's going to bring us the ultimate fulfillment. So we can confuse that, hey, I need to find a great wife, I need to find a great woman, I need to build this family as kind of the first step in the hierarchy, but ultimately that's not the order that God intended things to be. He intended things to be, hey, Adam, here goes your work first. I'm gonna need you to protect and tend to the garden first. I'm gonna need you to go name these animals first, and then when you in the process of that, that's when okay, it's not good for men to be alone. Let's give bro a helper. So this is some encouragement and also maybe some clarity, direction guiding that I could give y'all on y'all path. Is like, hey bro, the most satisfying thing that you're going to experience on this earth, this pleasure, is finding your work, finding your purpose, finding what you was here on this earth to do. Because a lot of times we seek pleasure in a lot of different things. We seek pleasure externally. We seek pleasure in the women. We seek pleasure in the drugs. We seek pleasure in the alcohol. We seek pleasure in the crazy late nights. We seek pleasure in a lot of different things. But ultimately, our work, that's going to be the ultimate pleasure seeking thing. And I got this download from just seeing Elon Musk. I got inspired. This is an inspired action, right? I saw Elon Musk on Twitter. He posted, he's about to bring audio and video calling to Twitter, and said it's going to be like the global phone book or address book, the new global address book. And I was just like, man, that concept is just crazy. And like, Elon is arguably the greatest entrepreneur of our generation, the greatest with the work, because just think about what bro continues to do. He continues to push those boundaries. He continues to push those limits. He continues to innovate. He continues to try new things. He continues to put himself out there. He started with PayPal, sold it for $1 billion. Boom, I got $1 billion. Most people was taking the back seat for $1 billion. Most people was like, okay, I got the $1 billion. This is what I did it for. I did it for the $1 billion. And this $1 billion I could go and put into hedonistic pleasures, or things of the flesh, right? I could go put it into the women. I could go take the trips. I can go sip the Mai Tai on the ocean. But no, what he do? He realized, hey, the work is the fulfillment. So let me throw all that in Tesla, SpaceX, and I forgot the other company he put it into, but pretty sure it was like 3 companies. He invested it all back into and went to broke. He went to zero. How many of y'all is going getting $1 billion and going to zero? Like, that takes a certain type of belief about oneself. And that's ultimately what the whole game is about. It's about believing in oneself, self-awareness, knowing who you are, knowing you're the God in the flesh, knowing you can create your reality, knowing you can manifest whatever you want. So like, for him to have that confidence, to have that self-belief, to say, hey, I'm gonna go throw it into another idea, another vision, another way I could provide value for the world. He's seen the issues with the the way that cars is being made and how it's impacting the environment. Now, y'all could debate on whether he's doing it for good, evil, whatever. At the end of the day, I think that he's just trying to provide value, and that's why he's the richest man in the world, because money follows value. So, if he had that type of mindset to say, hey, let me put this back into here, boom, now he's building Tesla, now he's building SpaceX, now he's bought Twitter, put 65 billion on Twitter. Mark Zuckerberg came with the hook with Threads, had Elon shook a little bit. Threads, what he do? Did he fold? Did he founder? No, all he did was get flexible. All he did was okay, boom, you rocked me a little bit. In the match, you might get rocked a little bit, but it's all about the comeback. It's all about how you gonna bounce back. And bro bounced back by saying, okay, we're gonna rename Twitter. Boom, it's X now. Okay, boom, we gonna switch up the whole philosophy. Boom, we making it a global address book. We making it more, the unfiltered news. You know, he's basically taking a different angle and saying, hey, this is how we can separate ourselves. This is where we can find the advantage. And I think that he's going to win. Why would I bet against Elon? Elon has a track record. Elon proves himself time and time again. Elon works hard. Elon finds pleasure in the work. And why am I talking about Elon in this video? Because we're talking about the work. And ultimately, who does the most work? The richest man. Because the richest man is going to have is presented the most value to the world. Now, we could debate about it. But hey, the bank account's there. You know, the value's there, right? You know, that's the only way we can really judge is off like results, right? So that's why I like to look at the people who got the greatest result in those areas and just like, man, what's that type of mindset? And it's like, you know, even with Bill Gates, I see him, you know, at that level, the flex is the work. You know, at a lower level of consciousness, we like to flex things of the flesh. We like to flex, oh, I got the nice clothes, I got this, I got the nice house, I got the nice cars. At that level, bro, all that's out the window, and it's only the work. What's the value you provide in the world? What's the foundations you building? What's the new solutions? What's the problems that we're solving? All these different things, right? So it's like, once we come from the mindset of like, man, what problem am I here to solve? What problem am I here to tackle? How can I combat this problem? How can I come at it from different angles? That's where you're going to derive the most pleasure in your life. That's ultimately why God put you here. And then all the other things would just be added. Like this goes back to the verse that's in the verse that's basically my slogan now. The verse that's basically the brand now, which is, you know, Matthew 6:33. Seek ye first the kingdom and its righteousness, and all this will be handed. You know, the kingdom is within. So seek first the, you know, there's a lot of different metaphors for the kingdom. I haven't really dove into that in a full length video. We'll probably get into that later. But, you know, one of the ways to look at the kingdom is, you know, the kingdom is within you. So look at it from your own oneself. How can I master oneself? How can I become the highest version of righteousness for oneself? How can I do things the right way for oneself? And that right way is the way that God intended for you when he created you. And that right way, if we go back to Genesis and read about the story in the garden, was to have man have that purpose, have man have that work first. So we have to seek that out, bro, because that's like, again, what's going to give you the most fulfillment, the most pleasure, the most happiness, the most joy is when you in the work, when you making solutions, when you networking, when you building things with other people. And then through that accomplishment, through you feeling like you're making progress, through you, you know, doing great things, now you can trickle that down through the lineage. You could trickle that down through your wife, and then the wife gonna trickle that down through the kids. Man, I gotta stop setting my phone up right there, y'all. My bad. This happened in a different video. We gonna try it one more time. But yeah, I'm just gonna hold it. But ultimately, that's what I'm saying, bro. It's like, once you have your assignment, once you know your work, and you don't have to know it 100%, you feel me? Elon started with PayPal, and then he went to Tesla, SpaceX. You know, you just have to do the work that God is calling you to do in the moment, and do it with all your strength, all your will, all your might. And then don't second guess, because that's the part where we fuck up. That's the part where we mess up, is when we second guess what we think we should be doing, what we think will derive the pleasure. You know, when we start to think that, oh, a woman is gonna fix my problems, or oh, this weed is gonna fix my problems, or oh, this alcohol is gonna fix my problems, or oh, this taking this trip is gonna fix my problems, or hey, moving from this city to this city is gonna fix my problems. No. Now, can those things aid you? Can those things help you on your journey? Can those things help you? Yes. But we have to prioritize. And by prioritizing, I mean setting the priority level of certain goals, of certain tasks. So if the task is building a family, where is that on your level of priority? That's going to come after a lot of different things. And I got this from Gary Keller's book, The One Thing. You know, I like to constantly ask myself, what's the one thing that makes all the other things easier or unnecessary? And if you constantly seek that one thing in your life, again, all the other things are going to become easier or unnecessary. So what's that one thing for a man? That one thing is your work. That one thing is your work. That one thing is your work. Is your purpose, is your assignment. And does it have to be grandiose? Does it have to be anything more than what you're doing right now? No, just go with what you're doing all in. Put 110% effort. And if you don't enjoy that, try something else. You know, we have to constantly try and seek and find till, you know, that one thing resonates with us and resonates with our heart and resonates with our calling, and then just keep going with it. And then just stay consistent with it. And don't get off track. Don't start looking sideways. Don't start looking at that person work. You know, I'm not looking at Elon working like, damn, I got to be Elon. I got to go buy Twitter. I'm not looking at Bill Gates working, like, man, I got to go start Microsoft. I'm not looking at Steve Jobs like, man, I got to go start another tech company. I'm looking at Javian Hodges like, man, what problem do I want to solve? What do I feel like is, you know, the greatest problem that I can solve? How can I benefit the world? How can I add value? And, you know, it comes from YouTube. Let me hop on here. Let me speak my mind. Let me make some videos. People comment and say these videos help them. That's what's going to keep me going. You know, I'm providing value. Ultimately, as this gets bigger, as this gets better, you know, it's going to be more value provided for the world. So I encourage you all to don't look left and right for your pleasures, you know, and realize that once you find your thing, that's where the greatest pleasure is going to come from. So just keep seeking and you shall find your thing. And once you find that thing, man, go all in, lock in with it, stay with it, enjoy it, enjoy the journey, enjoy the process, take it step by step, figure out how you can make it bigger and better. And all that process of blowing it up and getting it better and visualizing how far you could take it, visualizing where it could be, and then trying to reverse engineer and create that in real time. Gee, that's modern, that's manifestation, that's creation, that's who God created you to be. That's who God is. You know, he visualized the world and spoke it with his word, and then it started to create itself day by day. You know, there's still a process. Even God needed 6 days to do it. You know, we might need a couple years or whatever to fully manifest the vision. God needed 6 days. God. He can snap his fingers and do anything. Like, God needed 6 days. So, you know, you're going to need some time to do it, is basically what I'm saying. You know, as we become more aware, as we become more tapped into who we really are, you know, we might need less and less time to create these different things. We might start getting more creative, think of different solutions. But, you know, in the meantime, as we get to that level, as we continue to grow ourselves, as we continue to become more aware, you know, it's just about understanding that, hey, this is the vision, this is what God has placed on my heart to create, this is what I think is possible, this is what I want to do, this is what I believe in. And then just start taking the steps, start speaking it, start taking the steps, start researching, start knowing what you have to do. And then, you know, through that process, you're gonna be happy, you're gonna experience the fulfillment, and then all these other things will be added on to you. Hope that makes sense. I love all y'all. I'm at the gym right now. I'm about to go get this workout in. If y'all want to see some gym vids, let me know. I don't really know what y'all want to see, man. Y'all don't be commenting. Y'all be saying I appreciate the videos and stuff, but I would appreciate some some recommendations. What do y'all want to see from me? But yeah, hope that makes sense. Hope you all doing well. All that good stuff. I already said it. Like the video if you like the video. Comment what you want to see next. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. Hit me up on Instagram with any questions you have. Actually, I'm gonna be off of Instagram for a little minute, so just comment here what you want to see next, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.